Hi, welcome back to CBSE Board Economics. Today we'll be discussing another very important topic in national income accounting in macroeconomics for class 12 students. The topics we'll be covering today are consumer goods and producer goods. All kinds of consumer goods and producer goods. As usual, we will be discussing 5 important questions and important topics. What are these? The first one you have is what are consumer goods? The second one relating to this question, what are single use, or we call them as non-durable use consumer goods? The third question you have, what are durable use consumer goods? And the fourth one, what are producer goods? What are non-durable or single use producer goods? And what are durable use producer goods, and we call them as capital goods. And we have one more bonus today, the questions that came in the board questions. Let's start with the first question. What are consumer goods? Consumer goods are those which are meant or used for consumption of households. Consumer goods are those which are used for consumption purposes. For example, vegetable, fruits, even your favorite ice cream is a consumer good. Whatever you are using at home, all are consumer goods. It can be your refrigerator, it can be your TV, it can be whatever you have, your smart mobile phone. These are all consumer goods. Consumer goods are those which are meant for consumption. What are single-use consumer goods? Or we call them as non-durable consumer. So we can say it here, we can divide consumer goods into 2 parts. One is single-use consumer goods. The second one is durable use consumer goods. So let's see the first one. What are single-use consumer goods? Single-use consumer goods are those which are meant for single use. That means they lose their value in single act of consumption. For example, milk is a single-use consumer goods. Fruits are single-use consumer good. Your ice cream is a single-use consumer good. It's finishes. Whatever the food items you have, vegetables and all, are single-use consumer goods. You use it for one time. That's it. Single-use consumer goods for consumption purposes. And next you have what are durable use consumer goods. Durable means you can use it again and again repeatedly for a number of years or number of uses. Your smart mobile phone, you don't use it once and throw it away. You keep it for a long time, use it again and again. Your TV, your refrigerator, maybe your car at home, these are all durable use consumer goods. Microwave, so whatever you have, your system, TV, so your smart mobile phone, these are durable use consumer goods. Don't forget, they're all used by households for consumption purposes. So we discussed consumer goods. Consumer goods are meant for consumption purposes. This can be durable use consumer goods, can be single use consumer goods. Consumer goods are those meant for consumption. Single use, just a single act of consumption. They satisfy one single act, they lose their value. That's it. For example, vegetables, fruits, milk, ice cream. What are durable use consumer goods? You can repeatedly use it again and again for a number of years. Your smart mobile phone is a durable use consumer good. Now we go to the next part of this chapter. What are producer goods? Pretty simple. Producer goods are those which are meant for further production. They help in producing other goods. Mind you, producer goods are always used by firms, not by households. They use it to produce other goods. For example, machine is a producer good. Building, structures, the factories, these are all producer goods. They help in producing other goods. So, simple example, sugarcane in the manufacturing of sugar, leather in the manufacturing of shoes, we call them as producer goods. Producer goods are used by the firms. Again, as we classified consumer goods as single-use consumer goods and durable-use consumer goods, we can classify producer goods also as single-use producer goods and durable-use producer goods, or non-durable use producer goods. Okay, let's go to this classification. What are non-durable or single-use producer goods? Non-durable or single-use producer goods, these are mostly raw materials. They lose their value, identity, color, shape in a single act of production. For example, sugarcane in the manufacturing of sugar is a non-durable producer good or single-use producer good, non-durable use. Leather in the manufacturing of shoes is a non-durable use producer good. Cloth in the manufacturing of shirt is a non-durable use producer good. Ink in the manufacturing of pen is a non-durable use producer good. Wood in the manufacturing of furniture is a non-durable use producer good. And what are durable use producer goods? We call them as capital goods also. Durable, you can use it repeatedly again and again for a number of years. Of course, they are relatively of high value. Durable use producer goods, you can use them for a number of years. They are relatively of high value and they also help in production. For example, machines, buildings, structures, these are durable use producer goods and we call them as capital goods. Durable use producer goods or capital. You can be a machine, it can be a building, it can be a structure, it can be infrastructure. These are all durable use producer goods. They also help in production. So basically, consumer goods are meant for consumption and producer goods are for further production. Consumer goods are used by households and producer goods are used by the firms. Of course, the classification is same. You have single-use consumer goods and durable-use consumer goods, and you have single-use producer goods or non-durable use producer goods, and you have durable use producer goods or capital goods. The same questions can come in the board examination you have. They can ask you, is it a consumer good or producer good? You use your discretion and just ask yourself how I'm using it. For example, milk used at home is a single-use consumer good. The same milk used in a restaurant or a hotel is a single-use or non-durable use producer good. Washing machine at home is a durable use consumer good. The same washing machine is used by a dry cleaner is a durable or capital good. Of course, it's helping them to produce other goods. So the same way you have anything, a computer used by a student is a durable use consumer good. The same computer used in an office is a durable or capital good for the firm. I hope I'm sure you got it right. So it all depends how you are using it. If it's used for consumption, you write it as consumer good. If it is used by a firm, you write it as a producer good, depending upon is it a single use or durable good. So we'll revise once again all the things we learned today. So what are consumer goods? Consumer goods are those which are meant for consumption and these are purely used by households. Consumer goods are those which are meant for consumption, not for further production. These are used by the households. It can be vegetables, fruits, milk, etc. And single-use goods, they are used for a single act of consumption. Vegetables, fruits, milk Durable goods, so you can use it repeatedly again and again for a number of years. It can be smart mobile phone, TV, refrigerators. Durable use consumer goods used by the households. What are producer goods? Producer goods are mostly used by the firms for further production of other goods. They can be non-durable or single-use producer goods. These can be raw materials, or as we discussed already, leather in the manufacturing of shoes is a non-durable use producer good, or sugarcane in the manufacturing of sugar is a non-durable use producer good. What are durable use producer goods? These can be used repeatedly again and again for a number of years by the producers. They can also be called as capital goods, machines, buildings, structures. These are the capital goods we have. That's all we have time for today. I'm 100% sure you must have followed it. I'm Saddam Hussain. Please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and pass it on to your friends. They will also be benefited. In case of doubts, please comment in the comment box. Till we meet next time, is goodbye.